Hello everyone, thank you for coming onto my channel. It's actually been a pretty long while since I uploaded a video. My life has been a tad bit crazy lately. I actually got married back in January, and now my wife and I are expecting twins, although she's actually been expecting for some time now, since they're due to be delivered on December 23rd. However, they'll most likely be delivered before then. But in any case, life has been great. I'm definitely looking forward to fathering twins, although I am just a tad bit, just a tad bit terrified. So please keep me in your prayers. So, with that said, today I would like to discuss a few updates regarding the channel that I run here, as well as I would also like to discuss the type of approach that I think apologists should take when it comes to engaging people in apologetics. But before I get into that, one more thing that I want to mention that's of a personal nature. Right now, in the state of Indiana, there actually are a lot of people without power and have been without power for almost a week now. Unfortunately, my family and I are some of those people. We haven't had power since last Tuesday. Needless to say, it's been a struggle. Not that I'm trying to, make this about myself or my family, but obviously there's still thousands of people that are without power and have been without power, like I said, for about a week or so. At this point, generators right now are really hard to come by. By God's grace, we're going to be getting one today that someone actually bought for us. So I do just want to give glory to God for that. But yeah, just please keep all of us in your prayers, because it's definitely been tough. But of course, sometimes we have to go through storms, literally and figuratively. And we just have to continue to trust in God, and we're willing that that's what we're going to do. And hopefully, after we all go through this particular storm, hopefully we'll all be better for it, by God's grace. With that said, let me go ahead and get into the other part of this video that I would like to discuss about the apologetics approach. Now, apologetics, of course, in my opinion, is a very interesting discipline because it is an applied discipline, right? It's something that you apply, but it's also a discipline that really and obviously draws on other disciplines like theology, philosophy, science, history. But today I'd really just like to talk about the kind of approach that apologists should take when engaging in apologetics. Because obviously, the whole point of doing apologetics is to reach people, right? To evangelize. Yes, at least that's one of the points. The other point, of course, is to strengthen, the confidence that Christians have in their faith, right? To help them to understand why they believe what they believe, and to just also demonstrate that what we believe truly is based on evidence and that it's not blind faith. But in any case, when someone does do apologetics, they have to make sure that they take the right approach because these days it seems like there's just a lot of guys out there who really just want to make apologetics about debating. And I unfortunately fell into that trap myself when I was a younger apologist. But these days, I'm really trying to focus on, the whole point of doing apologetics in the first place. Because the point is not to win debates or to dominate someone intellectually or to destroy or own somebody in a debate. Like that's just not the point. That's not why people ought to do apologetics. They ought to do apologetics because they truly and sincerely want to reach people for Christ. That is the point, and that is what they should keep in mind when they do engage people in apologetics. Because unfortunately, It seems like there's a lot of guys these days that really do just try to focus on winning debates and humiliating someone. Now, in some cases, I think it certainly is appropriate to, maybe, how should I put it? Well, for instance, if you're dealing with a false teacher, right? Obviously, in a situation like that, it might be appropriate to really just put them in their place intellectually and expose them for what they are, which is, a false teacher that's leading people astray. Now, that's a different kind of situation, though. But if we're talking about doing apologetics on the street or just in general, you're not trying to insult people or even dominate people intellectually. You're trying to reach them for Christ. That's the whole point. So I just think that apologists need to be more mindful and thoughtful about that, because if you're just doing it to win arguments and so forth, you're not glorifying Christ, and you're certainly not fulfilling the Great Commission that Jesus imparted to us, and that's obviously not good. Now, with that said, that's pretty much it for that section of this video, but I would just like to provide you guys with a few updates regarding the channel, and I guess you could say the future of the channel. So as far as the future of the channel goes, I do, of course, plan on continuing to upload videos about various topics that pertain to theology, philosophy, and apologetics, as well as evangelism. But I am going to start focusing a lot more on writing, because I do want to start producing papers on a regular basis. I've actually already produced one paper that you can find on academia.edu, which pertains to Acts chapter 8, verse 37. Specifically, it's about defending the validity of Acts chapter 8, verse 37. On top of that, there are a number of books that I would like to write, so I'm definitely going to be focusing more on that as well. And in case you guys didn't already know, there is a Facebook for this channel that's by the same name, Evidence-Based Faith. You can find it on Facebook. There's also a GoFundMe, and has been for a while. You can usually find the link for that either in the description of any of the videos that I upload or in the comment section. So, feel free to support the channel if you, feel led to do that. Another thing that I plan on doing that's related to the channel here and the ministry that I believe that the Lord has given me to preside over is I plan on earning a master's in biblical archaeology, and then eventually a doctorate in Christian apologetics, Lord willing. I also plan on, hopefully at some point, utilizing data analytics for Christian apologetics. Specifically, I plan on eventually developing case studies that pertain to apologetic issues, because I am in the process of earning a certification in data analytics. So that's something else that I plan on doing as well. Now, I know that's a lot, so I just want you guys to keep all of that in mind, and keep me as well as the channel in your prayers. And Lord willing, God will open doors for me to continue pursuing apologetics and building this ministry that I truly believe He has given me to preside over. And with that said, that's it. I appreciate your guys' time. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.